Violet's exploring the rugs. Yeah. I did get a few sauna things for Mark, which I'm really excited about. I like this chair. I like this chair. Westy's out there skating. Good job, Westy. Hello, friends. Today I'm going to take you through some of the shopping options we have when it comes to furniture here in Anchorage, Alaska. Now, we have a few hard things about furniture shopping. We do not have any of the big box discount stores like IKEA up here. We do have some local places. We do have some more like franchises that you would find in the lower 48. We have a few smaller stores, specialty stores. I am in the market for some new living room furniture, so I figured I would bring you along and show you some of the options that we have up here. It's kind of tricky to get furniture. I see a lot of ads on like Instagram and things of these awesome, beautiful couches. Shipping up here would be $2,000 to $3,000 minimum to get a couch up here through shipping. We do have a few freight forwarding services. I have not looked into that. I'm just hoping that I can find something local. Let's get inside. Stop number 1. First up, we have Bailey's Furniture. This is kind of the local big box. As we head into Bailey's, I would say this is more of a mid-level furniture store. Their prices are not super cheap, but they do have some good deals. And they also have a lot of items that are in stock. Lots of matching furniture sets. I'm not a huge fan of cup holders and hidden things. I see the point in them. They could be really helpful for, storing remotes and things. But with kids, I just see crumbs and dirt. From experience with different couches, I like to see how the cushions go on the couch. Do they zip in? Are they going to get ripped off? Those are the kind of things that I'm looking at because I know my family. They had some cute chairs here, and the prices on these chairs were actually quite good. Some of them recline, some of them rock. Oops, almost took out that lamp there. Not a bad price for these chairs, and some of them were super comfy. When I bought couches from Bailey's in the past, I bought a set of a large couch and a medium-sized couch and a recliner. That is not really my style anymore to buy matching pieces of furniture. I like more of an eclectic look. But this couch here, this gray one, is actually quite pretty, but really looks like the couches that I've bought at Costco in the past. This couch has a funky headrest to it. Then they have this section of massage chairs. Now these things are expensive, and I can only imagine ever having to move one of these things. They weigh a ton, $4,000, but they are amazing. I've been in one and it gave an amazing massage. They had a decent rug selection. They seem to be all about 8x10 rugs, no huge ones, and some good neutral colors. And then this couch was super funky. At the end of each one, they had this twirling part. I can only imagine my children, they would just be getting themselves sick, spinning in circles. A pink Chesterfield is always fun. And then we have some more colorful sets. These are all just nice sets, but I'm not sure that they're what I'm looking for. This was filmed around Christmas time, obviously, so they had some fun decorations and some Alaskan decor here too. We're just going to take a quick look upstairs. I'm mostly looking for living room furniture, but they do have this whole section of chairs that lift recliners, which are super helpful if you have somebody that's had surgery or mobility issues. My parents have bought one of those in the past, but after surgery. They also have dining room sets, which look decent. They do seem to have a good variety of different wood tones and colors and sizes for different size kitchens. And then we have the office furniture, which has some interesting pieces. Stationary bike, desk chair. Okay, store number 1, Bailey's. Nothing like jumped out at me. I was like, oh, I can't live without it. I'm at the beginning of my journey. I took a few pictures of things. I'm not a huge fan of like matchy, like everything matching. I kind of want just like a look where you pick and choose pieces, if that makes sense. I also have a lot of requirements because of my children. Things have to be a particular durability. So we'll see. There may be an option or two in there. We have bought couches there in the past. Let's go on to another store. I will say for Bailey's, huge selection, low prices, a lot of entry-level furniture if you need it. I just am looking for something maybe not so inside the box. I don't know. There wasn't anything that made me want to pull out my wallet. Next up we have Sadlers, which is part of like a conglomerate of furniture stores. Sadlers, Ashley Home Furniture at different, price points and levels. So this I would say is their mid-level one. I'm not sure what the group is, but I know it's kind of like one that's in the US too, but the local one here is called Sadlers. Oh, it's cold out. My big brown couch in our upstairs living room is from here. So I have found a few gems here in the past. There's a cold breeze. It's about 10 degrees today. I love these. These are real trees in here. Nice and cozy. All right, let's see what we find. I like this one. Sadlers started off strong with that leather couch. I also think this is kind of a fun and funky set. I think I just like it because they have cute tables with it, a nice rug. It just, you can imagine it in your house. I'm not sure I love the fabric and how small it is. I think we need a bigger one. This little grouping. Comfy. I feel like these prices are a step above the Bailey's. They do have couch options where you can pick your own fabric. I just keep seeing this funky fabric everywhere lately. I actually really like this couch, but I'm not sure how I would ever get it up our tiny staircase. It is big. It also has so many pillows. I can imagine those just being all over the floor, but I looked at this one several times and it's super expensive, but I did look at it several times. I think this blue couch, it's not my style, but I think it's actually beautiful. I really like this green chair. Like the green. Now we got to look at the Magnolia home stuff for just a minute in honor of our little Magnolia. I love Joanna Gaines, and the farmhouse style, I used to be maybe a little bit more farmhouse style. I think the stuff is cute, but let's keep moving. They also have a huge selection of recliners here at Sadlers and couches that just have all the bells and whistles, like charging ports with cup holders, a volume control. Like, these seem like they're from the future. To me, all I see are things that will get broken and stop working and frustrate me, so those are not an option for me. This one says it has zero gravity. Again, like, these are couches from the future. These big, giant, bulky couches just would not work for our space because we have to get up our narrow staircase, so I knew that those were not even an option. I was debating between a fabric couch and a leather couch. I looked at these several times. I like that the cushions don't pull off and they just look really nice, but I was afraid that the two different leather couches would compete in our home. This is more of a modular sofa, so you can move things around. It doesn't have to be the same shape all the time. I'm checking for how it connects, and they actually don't connect between because you can rearrange it. I'm really liking this setup. I love this green chair. Maybe I spent a long time in there. I think I found something that I like. So let's go look at one more place and then I can make my decision. I got the guy's card. They have a big sale going on right now that I don't want to miss out on, but I can just call him and tell him what I want. And we'll see. That was kind of exciting. Once I did about 10 laps of the store, you kind of have to go around and around and around, because first time you're looking at the couches, then the next time you're kind of looking at the side tables or the coffee tables, looking at the rugs, trying to figure out what is it that you actually like about each thing. But I don't know, could be fun. Could be different than I was imagining. I thought I was gonna go leather, but let's see. I think this could be good. Next up, we're gonna go to a small local store. This is more of your buying one-of-a-kind pieces. They source a lot of things from the lower 48 and just bring up a couple of them. So they're not gonna have like a huge warehouse and stock, but they always have beautiful little accessories and things like that. This is where I come if I wanna just be inspired in decorating. So let's go check it out. So a much smaller location in just like a strip mall. out here. Love that. Ooh, I love this pillow too. Everything about this store is just so inviting, and it smells good. They always have good music playing. They're happy to help you. They have beautiful pieces. This is in connection with a delivery freight shipping company, so they bring up a lot of pieces from the lower 48. And like I said, they just have a few of them. They don't have a huge back stock of them. So if you want something, you kind of have to grab it, or they'll order it for you again, but you've got to wait for them to get it back in stock. This couch was really cool, but it was very low to the ground. You'll see I spent a lot of time looking at this console table. I just thought it was so funky and fun. And actually the price wasn't as high as I thought it was going to be. It's around $700. So I spent a lot of time looking at that because I do want a console table behind whatever couch I purchase to keep my kids from jumping over the back of the couch. It's just something that boys can't handle not doing if you don't put an obstacle in the way. Anyways, they had some adorable Nordic Christmas decorations. I love this little wool blanket. It's a fun, funky chair as well. Again, I don't think that we could handle spinning chairs in my house. I just know my kids too well. They would be launching themselves out of those. So let's just look at some of these cute little Nordic holiday decorations, and with some fun little furniture thrown in here and there. And shout out to our Nordic friends who watch the channel. Does any of this stuff look familiar? It's all so pretty. I love the red for Christmas. And yes, I do need to test out all the chairs. If it's just a pretty chair and it feels terrible, then it's not an option. And this was another beautiful console option. They have a whole sauna section. Things to... This is so great. Sauna scents. So if you followed along our summer, we built a wood-burning sauna in our backyard. And so when I saw all this cool sauna stuff, I thought, ooh, perfect. I need to get some things for Mark, because it's hard to shop for your husband who just has everything that they want. Well, I wish you could have smelled inside that store. It just smelled so beautiful in there. I did get a few sauna things for Mark, which I'm really excited about. Authentic sauna products. And then there may be a piece of furniture in there that I'm gonna get. They said I could call once I wrap my mind around the whole thing. Ooh, the mountains look pretty here. There's a lot of stoplights hovering them, but it sure is pretty. 3:30 sunset, winter time. Next up, a quick stop at Ashley Home Furniture just to see what they have. This is associated with Sadlers, which we looked at, but I feel like it's just a little bit more of a budget version of Sadlers. So let's see what they have to offer. And this is definitely one that I've seen in the lower 48. Ashley definitely has lower prices, but the furniture does not feel quite as sturdy and strong either. I did feel like they had a very different style. Lots of shiny things, mirrored things, velvet things that I hadn't seen in other stores. So if you have that style, things that light up, sparkly things, very different than what we were seeing in the more traditional stores. So I'm glad that there's different options for people that have different tastes, and definitely some different options here. I really love this table. I thought this was really pretty. These chairs were also really cool with the bench on the side. They had some big options, reminded me of things that I found at Costco. Not a bad store, especially if you're looking for entry-level furniture. Like, I don't think these are real leather couches. They'd be more like the bonded leather that tends to crack and peel. But if you are on a budget, they did have some good options here at Ashley Home Furniture. Very unique things in that store. Sparkly light up things that I didn't see at any of the other stores. I think that there's one more around the corner. I think Williams & Kay. Is that a furniture store? I think so. I think it's more of the high end in this Sadlers in the middle, Ashley at the bottom. And then I think Williams & Kay is a lot of like order with your own fabric, special order type stuff, I think. So let's go check it out. Oh, we've got an ultimate mattress store. Williams & Kay and a jewelry store. All right. A lot of unique things here right at the front of Williams & Kay. Cool chair. Not very comfy, but cool looking. Starting off strong with a Chesterfield leather sofa. This is such an iconic looking sofa. Not really what I'm looking for right now. Some more Western type pieces. So they have Bassett, which is where you get the fabric that you want. That's pretty. Definitely higher prices in this store, a more elevated look. They did have some really unique pieces like this coffee table. I feel like it's kind of hard to take all of this in at once because each time you walk around, you see something new and different. This was a very interesting console table and coffee table. They also had some nice rug options here put together with the furniture, which made it easier to picture putting this furniture in your home. And sometimes I realized, oh, I just didn't like the couch because I didn't like the console table that they put with it or the rug they put with it. So you kind of have to look at it with a discerning eye. But they had lots of great options here. Some that look like the ones we saw in other stores and then some unique pieces. This one had a very interesting armrest that like clicked up and down. They had lots of little side tables and unique dressers. I was seeing a lot more velvet furniture than I had seen for a while. This was a beautiful set. This table with an upholstered seat. I'd love to have an upholstered seat at some point, but we're just not at that stage right now. It would just get so dirty. Lots of beautiful things. I really like this green couch. It's comfy too. Another option for shopping for little furniture is Target. They have things like ottomans and some chairs and rugs. We don't get a ton of furniture in our Alaska Target, but they do have some fun stuff. I typically shop at Target for things like lamps and throw pillows and little accessories rather than big furniture, but I have bought a few things here. Oh, here's a fun chair. Love all this stuff for decorating here in the Magnolia Hearth and Hand line. It's all very pretty and tempting. They do have some fun furniture. Like I really like this cabinet and I have a place I might put this in my house, but you do have to assemble it. Unlike the Costco furniture is usually comes already put together. They kind of have a whole aisle of more like dorm room type furniture as well. Ooh, I love this little folding step stool. That's super cute. Lamps is another thing that I do like to buy at Target. I think they have a fun selection of colors and sizes. Ooh, this green one might be nice for my new living room setup. Lots of lamps to look at. Lots of fun mini lamps, little ones. And then they also have a good selection of floor lamps too. That one's got kind of a fun, funky lamp shade. This one's got a little table attached to it. That's interesting. 2 for 1. Yeah, you like all the lamps? Yeah. Then on this side, you like get your lamp and your lampshade and you can mix and match. They just have them all separate. Violet is along with me today to look at a local furniture store. It's called Cozy Interiors Furniture. They also do flooring and cabinets and things like that. This is in Eagle River, and it's a great place to come get rugs because they do have some bigger options and a good variety of rugs and some unique furniture. This company has been around since I think the 80s here in Eagle River. I don't think that the interior part was here since the 80s. I think they just did like the cabinets and flooring, but several years ago they started carrying furniture. So let's check out what they have. Okay, so they have this rug selection here. Lots of 7x10s. Wow, that's a really good discounted rug. 8x10. Some runners. I like how they have them up like this so you can see them. That's a pretty rug. Gray and multi. They seem to always have a sale going on. That is a bright, funky rug. That maybe looks like an outdoor rug to me. Aloha. It's called Aloha. I actually really like this one. Kind of a muted colors. Unfortunately, I need like a 10x13 rug for my living room. So you get the point. They've got rugs. They also have some bigger rugs listed in this thing right here. This is like a 9x13. That one might be pretty. So those ones they have out back. You have to like go out into a Connex if you want one, but those are some of the biggest rugs I've found locally. And they have stacks of smaller rugs that you can go through with some really unique ones, like some cowhides. So Violet's exploring the rugs. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah. I like these farmhouse rugs, braided rugs. Those are really fun, bright. Big stack here. I like this one down here, but these ones again are too small for me, what I need right now, but we've got a good selection. Okay, now we're heading downstairs into the basement to look at the furniture. There was so much to look at down here in the basement of this Cozy Interiors. Lots of unique pieces like this table with the different wood finishes, lots of fun little accessories, bright colors, but also neutral colors. Just so much to take in. They've got lots of art and unique one-of-a-kind pieces like this bike table that would be fun in the back, a Tiffany's lamp. I liked this leather sofa, but it did have all the bells and whistles with buttons and all those kind of things, which in my experience tend to break. And Violet was enjoying testing out all the furniture too. This chair had a plaid back and a Sherpa front. Definitely not something that we had seen. And then this hide front drawer set. Very interesting. An extra large sectional. Lots of artwork on the walls. A Chesterfield. Again, you just kind of have to walk around 3 or 4 times because each time you see different bits and pieces that you miss. They had some extremely unique lamps in this store. Look at this agate table. It just fancy, cool stuff. Look at this lamp. It's a hat with a bust of a woman. It's about $3,000 for that lamp. Some very unique side tables and then a more traditional couch. So options for everyone. I liked these little couches here that have pull-out beds in them, and then I really liked this console table back behind, but it was a bit out of my budget. That was kind of what I was looking for, but a little bit more expensive than I was looking to pay. Love the look of this watercolor chair with the fun orange ottoman. Just lots of different fun options. A fireplace console. Absolutely love their fun and funky selection in there. Their price range is a bit high for the stage of life that I'm in. I would have to like save up for one piece, where I'm trying to like furnish a whole living room. It would be way above my price range, but I love going in there for inspiration. They've got some great pieces, very unique, cool stuff. Yeah, awesome local company, Cozy Interiors. It may not be the first thing that comes to your mind, but our local Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger brand grocery store, also carries furniture. I've bought things here before. Let's go check out what they have.
Good afternoon, Fred Meyer shoppers. In our American department, this week we have some great specials for you and shoes. You can save 50% off select styles and work boots and ladies' wear top boots. That's right, 50% off. We have a large selection available for you, accompanying the low quality lifestyle.
I like this chair. I like this chair. The couch that we recently got rid of out of my living room was actually a super sale couch from Fred Meyer, and it lasted us years, but parts of it did start to break and I was no longer able to get it clean. I do think they have some great hidden gems among their furniture. I did see Ashley Home Furniture brand on some of their furniture. One of the things I love about Fred Meyer is that they have coupons where you can save extra money on top of their sales. So I feel like it's a good place to get a good deal. I like this bench. They have some fun art, but it's not going to be one of a kind. I have bought several rugs from Fred Meyer. They sometimes have some really nice ones. A cool green one. Love this one. Wool. The dressers at Fred Meyer are pretty rickety. If you have kids that are rough on furniture, these will not last long. They will fall apart. One more furniture store to look at. Treeforms Furniture Gallery. Ooh, look at that, Violet. That's a fun couch. Wow, so is that. So fun and funky. This store was so beautiful. Look at these live edge tables that you can buy, and then you have the legs put on them. They just had pieces that were very different than anything that I had seen in all the other stores. Comfy, huh? Their prices definitely are higher for higher quality things. Again, I just have to walk around multiple times and look at the different layers of the room. Sometimes I looked at the rugs, then I looked at the coffee tables because there was just so much to look at, and I was trying to process like what I had already purchased and what things there were to buy. But I would say some of my like dream home, once I don't have little kids, furniture would come from a store kind of like this. I love a good deal, but I also like beautiful things. And so this store definitely had lots of beautiful things to look at. And if you watched my Christmas video, you might recognize something that I did end up purchasing at this store. I love this leather sofa set, some really fun, like unique armoires and art pieces. I'm always drawn in by a green chair. This chair was $1,250 instead of around $300 at the other store. Got into the bedroom furniture. They had some really fun bedroom sets. Found the clearance section. Now we're back in the clearance section. They had some good options back here. Pieces that maybe were damaged or hadn't sold. I love these little plaid chairs if I had somewhere where I needed that. Some funky side tables and a few just odds and ends back here. Definitely harder to imagine in your house because they're not styled as beautifully back here. So many cool things to look at. That's a big giant couch and lots of pillows. Took a quick walk through the tables and living room furniture. They had a whole nother section of live edge tables and then options for adding epoxy into the live edge tables, which can look really, really cool. Then we went to the ultra fancy section. I can't even remember what the name of these type of couches were, but they were so fancy. And then they do have lots of different mattress options and some cool green furniture, purple chair. This couch was the deepest couch I have ever seen in my life. It was like a bed. So cool. Of course, this was before Christmas still, so they had some cute holiday decorations out that I just couldn't resist, like these driftwood Christmas trees. So cool. My first trip into Anchorage to look at furniture, I totally forgot about Treeforms, and I'm glad that I remembered because their store is just so calming and beautiful. I always have to do a couple laps because like the first time kind of looking at the couches, then you're looking at the side tables and you miss things. So beautiful store, love it. Well, friends, I started filming this video about furniture shopping in Alaska back in November so that I could hit up some of the Black Friday sales. It is now January. That's how long it's taken for this video to kind of come full circle. Now, end of December, January is actually a good time to find furniture at Costco. This is a time when they've put away the Christmas stuff. They pull out a lot of furniture for the new year. So we didn't go look at Costco for the video, but we do have a Costco center here in Anchorage that you can order anything online and then they'll ship it to this Costco warehouse and then they'll deliver it to your house for like a $300 shipping charge. So that is a newer thing that has started. I did a tour of that in a previous video. So we do have the option of Costco. Now in the summertime, we have garage sales, great place to get used furniture, especially because a lot of people move to Alaska and then they leave. A lot of military move here and then they get shipped overseas. So they sell a lot of their things. On that same note, Facebook Marketplace is a great place to get furniture. That's used furniture, but you can have some great options there. I have some rules about what furniture I will buy off of a Facebook Marketplace. I prefer hard things like cabinets or dressers and things like that. I don't love to buy upholstered things off of Facebook Marketplace. It's not a hard and fast rule, but you just don't know how other people have taken care of things. And I know how hard my kids are on things. So anyways, lots of different options, but maybe not as many as there would be in the lower 48, and definitely the prices are higher. Now, I did buy a few things as I've been filming these videos, and I will show you in just a minute the one thing that I have gotten. Everything else is still in transit. So that's another thing you have to think about. You often have to wait months for your things. It's not like, oh, I want to go buy something today, and it's here the next day. It's not in stock and you often have to wait a few months. If you were here for my refrigerator and washer and dryer video a couple years ago, it took several months. I think I ordered it Black Friday. It came in the new year and then it took almost a year for the replacement part for the front of my refrigerator to come. Anyways, that's a different story. To end this video, I want to go around the house really quick and just share where some of the furniture is from and the accessories, because as I was thinking about it, it's from so many different places that I think it's kind of fun to show. Like, I've pretty much shopped at every single one of the stores that I've shown you, and that's how we have furnished our house here in Alaska. Starting off right here in the office where I'm working, this is a pull-out bed. It is from Costco. This rug is also from Costco. These cabinets here that are in my office, I painted them, but they were my parents from before I was born, and they made their way to Alaska with them from Virginia and Texas, and then I gave them a new life here in my office. I did thrift this table from a Salvation Army for like $5 and painted it to match the cabinets. So I don't have a lot of furniture from my parents, but I do have a few things. This rug here in our mudroom is from Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer is actually one of my favorite places to buy small rugs. This one is also from Fred Meyer. They coordinate pretty well here. I didn't need them to be the exact same, but I like them to at least coordinate, and they have similar colors. We are now in the playroom. This rocking chair was extremely expensive. It's my parents. They bought it at Lazy Boy, and Lazy Boy always tends to be expensive, but they did buy it on super sale. I don't know how much it was, but it's perfect for my mom. She loves it. Amazon is where we got this rug. I have found that Amazon rarely ships rugs anymore. And this is a Costco couch. And this is a Facebook Marketplace free piano that we got several years ago. So lots of different options. We also got the foosball table for free, not furniture, but that's all right. These cabinets are in-stock cabinets from Lowe's, and then we bought butcher block to make this huge desk. So this was a custom build when our kids came home during the pandemic and needed a space for computers. My favorite place to buy plants, like potted plants like this, is from Fred Meyer, the grocery store, Kroger grocery store. We saw that in this video. This one is from Fred Meyer. Love it. I think they're good quality. And they often have like coupons that you can use, sale coupons on their home. So I would always wait for them to, you know, pull out one of those coupons and then I would grab. We are now in the upstairs room. This is the room that I will be redoing after all the furniture comes in. This cabinet here was from Sam's Club. We do not have Sam's Club in Alaska anymore, but when we did, my mom bought this for me for my birthday on clearance. That is one thing I absolutely loved about Sam's Club. Their clearance was top notch. You could always find good things. This tree again is from Fred Meyer. Amazon for the standing desk, Walmart.com for the walking pad because I could not get Amazon to ship any walking pads. This is a gigantic 13 by 15 rug. I ordered it from Amazon before they got smart and no longer ship big rugs like that up here. I just tried to find one and was not successful. These chairs are from Costco. I love them because they're recliners, but you just like push back on them. There's no lever. They have been used and abused for years and years here in our house, but they are so comfortable and such a great deal at Costco. You may recognize these from this video. These were my Christmas present. They came from Treeforms Furniture. Got the matching coffee table and side table, and I can't wait to see them in this new setup in the next month or so. This is my favorite couch I've ever found. It was from Sadlers. I love the color of it. I love the durability. It will go back over here by the TV when my new couch comes in. This is one of my favorite Facebook Marketplace finds, this beautiful hutch. It's got some fun little things to it. You can tap right here and then it, oops, I turned it all the way off. It lights up. I love keeping all our dishes in there and a few little, you know, Alaska things, some skulls up in there. It came with this matching dining room table. In this case, it was people had moved up here and were moving out of state and they had to leave behind their really nice furniture because they couldn't take it with them for some reason. So their loss was my gain. And I was so happy to have a big giant table to feed the family. We don't use the matching chairs to these because they have white covers and they were so dirty that I just got metal chairs, ordered those offline. We like that we can stack them up and sweep under the table easier. So for now, this is what we use with our table. We do have the chairs and they are down in the basement. And one day we may upgrade. While I'm currently filming this, we are going through, we had some really warm weather and things melted and now it is below freezing again. So our driveway has become an ice skating rink. Westy's out there skating. Weird January weather. Good job, Westy. So these chairs here at my island, I was not able to find chairs that I wanted when we remodeled our house and had this big kitchen transformation. So I did order these and the shipping was outrageous. I just factored it into the price per chair, found them on super sale and ordered these 5 chairs. And I think I ordered them from like Pottery Barn and they have been excellent quality. I'm glad that I splurged on them years ago. They've held up really nicely, even with 5 kids. This table was a garage sale find. It is huge. It goes out like 15 feet. We have all the leaves. It really needs a paint strip job. I painted it when we did homeschool and I wish I hadn't. I wish it was back to wood, but that's a project for another day. It is an awesome table though. It's just really big. All right, over here are some of my favorite pieces. When we remodeled, we put in this fireplace area and I got these dressers at a antique thrifting store and they're no longer open, but it was called Alaska Pickers. These are military dressers. They fit perfectly in there. Just absolutely love them. And I also got this antique beam and had that installed by my contractor. It's from a barn. Got that from Revive Home Market here in Eagle River. I've loved these little unique touches throughout the house. Bean bags from Costco. This rug is from Fred Meyer. Like I said, they're kind of my favorite go-to place for smaller rugs. This is actually a wool rug and it has stayed extremely nice. So as you can see, our home is an eclectic collection from different stores, from Costco to big box stores to garage sailing and Facebook Marketplace. We have filled our house with furniture. Thank you so much for coming along as we explored what it's like to go furniture shopping in Alaska. I hope that you'll subscribe so you can see what furniture I actually purchased as we transform this upstairs space. I'm not sure when that video will come out because I have no idea when some of the furniture will come in. Some said 6 to 8 weeks. Some said they had no idea, but I did gather up most of the furniture that I want. I do need to get a few accessories from stores like Target and Fred Meyer and secondhand maybe throughout the summer. We'll see if it takes that long. Hopefully the furniture will come in sooner rather than later. How do you think it compares to where you are? Are the prices more expensive? At least the prices we looked at. I feel like some of those stores, the prices were really expensive, but there were some cool, unique pieces. I was able to find pretty good what I want. Shipping on furniture is insanely expensive, so it's not always an option up here, but we do have a few shipping companies that you can have your furniture delivered to their warehouses in Washington, and then they'll ship it up for a smaller fee, because a lot of places when you go online to buy something that's bigger, it will just say, it will not even ship. It's not even a matter of like really expensive shipping, it's that they won't even ship it to Alaska. So there are a few options, which I hope to cover in a future video. For items that will not ship to Alaska, you can have them shipped to these freight forwarders and then they bring them up. I think they have trucks coming up every week with everything from tires to couches to boats and all sorts of things. So that is an option. Like I said, I'd like to explore that a little bit more in a future video, but leave your questions down below and maybe I can make another video if I forgot something, missed out on something. We're grateful for each and every one of you that spends time with us. And we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life.